because this person is blackmailing them for $1 million. They want $1 million or they're going to take all this stuff to the authorities. So now Annalise has another problem, and Annalise is so cocky. You know, Annalise is like, well, let me handle it. Let mommy handle it. So she always does. And I have to say to anybody, and this goes for you too, Philip, because they think it's Philip. They think Philip is the person who's blackmailing them, and the videotape everything. He was hiding out. Evidently, they didn't see him. I don't know how they couldn't, but that's fine. All right, so he's going against Annalise. Philip. Now, we have to say to you, Philip, wherever you are in TV land, you have got a problem if you're going to go against Annalise. Everybody has seen how vicious and unscrupulous she can be. I would put my money on Annalise any day of the week because anybody who's crazy enough to say, shoot me, I'll be all right. Shoot me, it's okay, I'll be all right. Something is wrong with you, and that's what, and to say that, you'll go to any extent to accomplish your goals. So yeah, we're not afraid. We're not afraid for Annalise. How to Get Away with Murder. Okay, it was on ABC last night. Did you watch? I have to say that writers of all of the shows now, they don't have anything set in stone like they used to. Now they shoot 3 or 4 different scenes. They do writes and rewrites. And so they listen to social media and they determine which way the story is going to go. And sometimes when they do that, it's great, but then other times it doesn't make sense. Sometimes it's out of sync. Sometimes we as the audience don't understand it as well as they are trying to project it to us. So I don't know if this is the case, but here we go. How to Get Away with Murder opens with Annalise 10 years earlier. It's a flashback, and she's pregnant. Very happy, it seems, with Sam, the husband. And you see a young Frank, a young Bonnie. They were all evidently all working with her for years. And you see her talking about a trip to Cleveland while she's looking at her sonogram with her husband. They're happy, kissy, you know, everything. And you then see her go to Cleveland. And when she goes to Cleveland, she presents Rose, which is the woman we saw with the baby in last week's episode. And she's presenting Rose with a folder. Okay, the folder has a headline about an heir who's been accused of murder. And I guess it must be related to Rose because when Annalise gives her the folder, Annalise says to her, don't worry, I'll protect you and your child, your son. So I guess that's part of the mystery, but that's fine. You know, we're going to see where it leads because How to Get Away with Murder is a show that we're trying to be committed to. So we're going to stick it out next week to see where it leads. In the meantime, Asher is eavesdropping on Illegal Eagles as they say that he might have a thing for Michaela. Laura runs to get comfort for Frank, and of course she's talking about how she feels that Annalise betrayed her. She, you know, wants to get away from Annalise. They've all said that, and they all come back though. Annalise has all the dirt, and either Annalise made the dirt herself, or she knows what rug that she put the dirt under in case she needs to go back and pull the dirt back out, because that's who she is. All right, so Frank goes down to Nate's job and cries on his shoulder, Annalise needs you. Why don't you go back and check on her? And by the way, have you seen Philip? Do you know what happened to Philip? We need to know what happened to Philip, you know? All right, so Nate is not amused. Nate tells him, go away, don't come back here anymore. But then, Nate, you do show up on Annalise's doorstep with some food and everything. It's so cute. You know, you do care about her, I guess, you know. We'll see what his motives are later. But yeah, it's so nice to see him do that for her. Even though she's evil, he might feel that she's maybe more mentally unbalanced. He has a certain symbol of empathy, or no, I should say he has a certain level of sympathy for her. So yeah, he comes back to her to see about her, how she's doing. So where is Annalise? All right, because the food that Nate brought to her, he leaves a note and he just leaves it on her doorstep so she can get it when she gets back. All right, so where does she go? We see her leaving the envelope, the 10-year-old envelope that she gave to Rose in Cleveland 10 years earlier. We see her leave that same envelope there in Wes's doorstep so that Wes can read it, I guess. Now, who knows when she left the envelope or the folder, I should say, did she take something out? Did she add something to it? We don't know, but that's what it appears to look like. Because Wes, you're very upset Wes is very weary. He just came back from the crazy house, the loony bin, because he was locked up. Remember, he took these sleeping pills. They thought he was going to kill himself, and for his own safety, they kind of committed him for a little while, but they let him out really quickly. He had the prettiest therapist, doctor, right? So in the final scene, Connor calls Annalise. She's letting everybody know that's involved with the evening, the events that occurred when Annalise got shot. Somebody videotaped us. They saw everything. They saw us hiding out. They saw the body falling. They know what happened. He says, you better get back to us, because this person is blackmailing them for $1 million. They want $1 million, or they're going to take all this stuff to the authorities. So now Annalise has another problem, and Annalise is so cocky. You know, Annalise is like, well, let me handle it. Let mommy handle it. She always does. And I have to say to anybody, and this goes for you too, Philip, because they think it's Philip. They think Philip is the person who's blackmailing them and videotaped everything. He was hiding out, evidently they didn't see him. I don't know how they couldn't. That's fine. All right, so he's going against Annalise, Philip. Now we have to say to you, Philip, wherever you are in TV land, you have got a problem if you're going to go against Annalise. Everybody has seen how vicious and unscrupulous she can be. I would put my money on Annalise any day of the week, because anybody who's crazy enough to say, shoot me, I'll be all right. Shoot me, it's okay, I'll be all right. Something is wrong with you, and to say that, you'll go to any extent to accomplish your goals. So yeah, we're not afraid. We're not afraid for Annalise or the illegal eagles. If she's gonna protect them, yeah, she'll die protecting them. I mean, if that's what she wants to do. Because Annalise is something else. I've always said that, right? And maybe that's why we love her character, because she's so vicious. I don't know any other nice way to put it, you know. But that was that. And we're gonna follow it through for a little while. We're gonna stay with it a little bit longer to see what's going on. They're shaking things up, right? On How to Get Away with Murder. It's the hot show. So here we go. Until we meet again, it's Renee Stanley for Movie Review Relay.